I always start these with, where's my light? My light's right there. Look, it's the sun, a celestial object made of stardust, just like you. It's my favorite thing to say because it's just so true that we are celestial beings having a human experience. I am really excited to share this with you. It just kind of occurred to me. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so I've been thinking, like, what are some top tools that are like really helping me? And I'll tell you, smiling has helped me so much. Now, you might be like, oh, Bevin, you smile all the time. You're a smiley person. I am cheerful, and I am cheerful by nature with people I feel comfortable with. I'm working hard to be, and being on stage. I'm very good at being cheerful on stage. In front of 5,000 people, I'm like totally at home. One-on-one with people, sometimes I'm real freaked out. It's real hard for me at a party. Working on it. That's a goal of mine to get, it's a quarantine goal. I mean, it was happening before the quarantine, but I really want to work on never meeting a stranger and really like making friends with people so I can be cheerful. And part of that, part of some of the people skills I've learned is smiling. And I've noticed all these books, so many books were like, you should smile, try to smile, inform your face, smile with people when you're listening to them. And I used to really have a resting bitch face. There's a lot of pictures of me, RBF, and I look kind of mean. And I'm not. I'm actually really friendly, but I am a Capricorn, so I can come off pretty mean. Scorpio, Moon, and Venus too can also feel mean. I'm cheerful mostly. Shadow work. We love all parts of ourselves, but I really am like a cheerful person, and I want to appear cheerful. But what's so funny is like all these books we're talking about, like, and you know, it's communication stuff. I want to be the kind of parent that my kids really want to relate to, right? So I'm trying to be a good communicator, and just, I think people skills help your way in the world. A lot. And a lot of us are not raised in emotionally competent circumstances. At least I wasn't. So I've had to do a lot of work on understanding there's more than one way to see the world. That was not how I was raised. I was raised there's one way to see the world. This is the way, and this is the only way, right? And that is, the world is shades of gray. The world is not black and white. The way it's not right or wrong. Like, would you rather be happy or right? That's a favorite saying of mine. So anyway, the smiling thing. So I don't know, I read it in a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And he was like, just smile, start smiling, even if you don't feel like it. So I started doing it. And I have to say, this practice came around when I started doing laughter yoga. So I think they both kind of go together, because I spend a concentrated half an hour a week laughing anyway. It's like laughing as exercise. It's breath and movement, which is why it's yoga. But it's also laughing and play and imagination. It's so good for me. I never miss a week. The week I've missed like 2 weeks because of internet stuff, and I couldn't help it. I love it. My friend Claire Coughlin Powell runs it. You can find her on my podcast. I think she's in the episodes numbered 60s. Just look for Claire Coughlin Powell. Claire Coughlin Powell Laughs Anyway, I think is the name of the episode. It's all about laughter yoga if you want to know more about it. So that is like a huge practice, right? But so is smiling as practice. And I am not some white guy telling you to smile because I want to feel better. I'm saying, and just telling you something I started doing and realizing, oh my God, it actually makes me feel better. Because once I started practicing it, like just in the car, whenever I would get to a stoplight, I would just smile on purpose and just try to tell my face to smile. My face started relaxing into a smile. Like once I started doing that more, I think I just ease into it. It's just part of who I am now. And it's like, you know, I've been an aerobics instructor for 4 years. This is something I've taken on after that. Like I was a pretty cheerful person to begin with, just kind of naturally. I really have to work on it. I have experienced a lot of depression in my life, genetic, lifestyle depression, as a result of stuff I was putting in my body. I have had seasonal depression every winter except for this past winter. And just, you know, generalized anxiety stuff too. Why not? The whole cocktail of things. And it's very genetic. I can see it in the generations above me, especially on my dad's side of the family. And it has been really good for me to lean into all the tools I can possibly do to brighten up that cheerful part of me that is there too, right? Because the depression's there, but also so is the cheerful thing. And so I'm really putting my energy towards that, right? Which is the wolf that you feed. I feed the smiling one. I work hard on that because it affects my life more than it affects anybody else. Like regardless of how people are perceiving me or connecting with other people, which is why I do it, because I want strong connections. I saw at the end of my grandmother's life that she was very career and status oriented up until like those last 6 months. And then it really, everything that mattered to her were her relationships. And that told me everything I needed to know to be a person who could live a happy life. And I love her very much. She taught me so much, and I'm really excited to apply all the things I'm learning to a happier life. So smiling has helped me feel more cheerful just on my own. It just has been such a good mental health tool for me to just smile. And Esther Hicks teaches all the time, literally find something to think about that will make you smile, right? Like just focus on a thing that is happy. And it's not, I'm a big believer in shadow work. I'm a big believer in like looking at things and loving all parts of yourself, because the more you can unconditionally love even the kind of not so lovable parts of yourself, the easier it is to unconditionally love the people in your life. And that's where quality relationships come from. And that's really what I'm looking for in my life. And so smiling has just been a thing. It's just helped me. And all this time that I'm spending by myself in quarantine in life, I am smiling a lot. I mean, it's not like I sit around smiling like that, but it's more of like a natural thing that happens with my face that then helps me remember to think about something that makes me smile. So it's almost like it's like this little feedback loop I do where I teach myself how to think, because I'm working on thinking more cheerfully and more hopefully rather than all of the depression thoughts that are not so cheerful and hopeful. So that's me. I hope that helps. I'm literally not trying to be a white guy that's telling you to smile. I'm just saying I am a person who's experienced a lot of benefits from smiling as a practice, as like a little exercise, like doing Kegels. Do your smiles at the stoplight. Also, I love you. You're worthy of love exactly as you are. There's nothing you have to change to be worthy of love. And also, you get to be 1% better every day if you want to be, and it just helps your experience of life, right? So we're in this together. I love you so much. Talk soon. Thanks for tuning in.